Good day, everyone, especially to our instructor, Ma'am Juliet Urlieta. Good day, ma'am. So, I am Reina Angeline Bacol, and this is the group reporting presentation of Group 4, tackling about the nature of performance-based assessment. So, before we formally start our presentation, allow me to introduce to you the group members of this group along with their assigned topics. So, I am the first reporter who will tackle about the meaning and characteristics of the performance-based assessment. The second reporter is Miss Julianne Lopez, who will tackle about the types of performance tasks. Third reporter is Miss Nina Camille Marie Mansueto, who will tackle about the strength and limitation, part 1. And the fourth reporter is Miss Angeline Suelio, who will tackle about the part 2 of the strength and limitation. Traditional testing cannot be measure a number of skills directly. Skills requiring the demonstration of students' understanding by creating an answer, carrying out performance, or producing a product which involves independent judgment, critical thinking, and decision making are best assessed with a performance test. So this type of authentic assessment provides evidence that of what the students know and can do in the context of real life. So this chapter gives introduction to the performance-based assessment. Before we proceed to the discussion, let us tackle first the learning outcomes of this topic. So the section intended learning outcome is apply the principles in constructing and interpreting in knowledge in performance-based assessment. The chapter intended learning outcome is at the end of the chapter, you should be able to analyze the nature and the essential characteristics of performance-based assessment. So, most of the time, teacher relied on paper pencil test which measures the knowledge and understanding of the students, not the ability of the learners to actually carry out the performance. Paper pencil tests are basically written exams or quizzes after the discussion or after or at the end of the lesson. So, with the implementation of the outcome based education across the country, greater emphasis shall be given in assessing students' outcome through real life, which requires students to work and carry on tasks to perform and do something. So, in performance based assessment, it doesn't only involve the exams and quizzes, but it promotes or it aims to prepare students in real life situation or in practical setting. So let's proceed to the meaning and characteristics of performance-based assessment. So performance-based assessment is one in which the teacher observes and makes judgment about the student's demonstration skills or competency in creating a product, constructing a response, and making a presentation. In this assessment, the emphasis is on the student's ability to perform works or tasks by producing their own authentic work with their own knowledge and skills. So, in performance based assessment, the students should be able to demonstrate their knowledge through performances, projects, or any performance based activities. So performance-based assessment is alternative form of assessment that moves away from traditional paper pencil test according to Furman 2005. So it involves projects, oral recitation or oral demonstration, written works, written exams, individual and group performances. It processes the creative aspect of students in bringing out what they know and what they can do through different performance tasks such as exhibits, projects, and works samples. So it doesn't only bring their knowledge and their understanding regarding on a topic, but it also brings their skills and their creativity through making these different tasks or performances. So hands-on experiences allows them to be more critical. It develops their critical thinking skills since they are taught to apply this knowledge in real life situation or real life setting. Second is more motivated. They get to be more motivated since their creativity is being showcased. Third is they get involved. So there are types of activities that best exemplifies performance-based assessment, which includes the writing a research report. Second is solving and conducting experiments and investigations. Third is return demonstrations. Fourth is speech, role play, and constructing and implementing seminar plan and creating video presentation. So it is stipulated in DepEd Order number 7, 2012 that the highest level assessment focuses on the performance product which the students are expecting to produce through authentic performance tasks. So the assessment of this level should answer the following questions. So first question is, what products or performance do we want students to produce as evidence of their learning or understanding? So unsa may mga performances nga buhaton sa students aron ma-showcase ilang knowledge regarding on the topic or regarding on the discussion. Next is, how do you want them to provide evidence that they can transfer their learning to real life situation? Moreover, Lee 1995 stated that performance assessment provides a basis for teachers to evaluate both the effectiveness of the process or procedure used and the product resulting from performance of a task. So effectiveness of the process or procedure, this assess the students critical thinking skills, since because they are owed to solve a certain practical problem and the product resulting from the performance. Unlike simple tests of factual knowledge, or unlike the written exams and quizzes regarding on the topic, there is unlikely to be a single right or best answer. So responses and products are very limited. Rather, there may be multiple performances and problem solution that may be judged to be excellent. Problem formulation, the organization of ideas, the integration of multiple types of evidence. So students can be assessed. Students can showcase their knowledge in different ways and in different evidences. The originality are all important aspects of performance that may not be adequately assessed by paper pencil tests. So in paper pencil test, originality may be vanished because of cheating or copying of answers, and also their creativity will be limited since there are single right or best answer. But on performance-based assessment, their originality will be showcased since there are multiple type of evidences that showcase their knowledge. Performance products are outputs produced by students that provides concrete examples of their knowledge and understanding of the subject matter. So example of this performance product is being able to or successfully being able to present a speech following the different guidelines and instruction. These performances allow them to demonstrate the application of what they have learned with their schemata as well. Students may also engage in some tasks which are useful not only within the four walls of the school, such as doing field work, demonstrating rules and guidelines, and engaging into extension service. Process-oriented assessments provides insights of the students' critical thinking, logic, and reasoning skills. So these will lead them to independent learning and set goals for future use. So Assessment-based performance allows students to develop their critical thinking skills in through decision making, allowing them to be independent and be prepared in the future. Some performance assessment proponents contend that genuine performances assessment must possess at least three features according to Popham 2011. So the first feature is multiple evaluation criteria. So in multiple evaluation criteria, the student's performance must be judged using more than one evaluation criterion. So second is pre-specified quality standards. Each of the evaluative criteria on which a student's performance is to be judged is clearly explicated in advance of judging the quality of the student's performance. Third is judgment appraisal. Unlike the scoring of the selected response test, in which the electronic computers and scanning machines can, once programmed, carry on without the need of humankind, genuine performance assessment depend on human judgments to determine how acceptable a student's performance really is. All education institutions expect students to demonstrate different skills in various learning areas, and most often subjected to classroom performance assessment. Some characteristics of this assessment which can be observed in the actual classroom setting may include students' performance, creation, construction, and production of products, which can assess deep understanding and reasoning skills. The performance involves engaging ideas of The performance involved engaging ideas of importance and substance which students can explain, justify, and defend. Lastly, the performance should be grounded in real-world context, which calls for authenticity of the performance. So, in performance-based assessment, it should be grounded in a real-world context. It should relate to the real-world content, enable students to be prepared in the near future.